So after that women's doubles with the Olympic champions coming through in 2 straight games against their teammates Tanaka and Yonemoto, we turn our attention to singles, and it is the world #1, the Olympic silver medalist Chong Wei, up against the left-handed Marc Zwiebler. Following that, we'll have the women's singles, then we'll have the second of the women's doubles, and we'll finish with men's doubles. And the world champions are Sun and Setiawan from Indonesia. So as far as the men's singles draw is concerned, well, we had 7 different nations at quarter-final stage. We're now down to 4 different nations in the semi-final. Because of quarter-finals, we had 2 Danes, but the Olympic bronze medalist Victor Axelsen losing out to Song Ho of Korea. So always nice to see 4 different nations involved in semi-final stage. Chong Wei, 5-time winner of this event. Well, as we await the players to be announced onto court, I can give you a quick update on the Super Series standings. As far as the men's singles is concerned, Chong Wei, the world #1 of Malaysia, up against the left-handed German Marc Zwiebler. Now, Chong Wei is number 5 on the Super Series standings at the moment. But the big mover after the last Super Series event, which was in Sydney, the Australian Open, was of course the winner of the men's singles, Hans Christian Wieting, who's shot up from number 8 on the ranking up to number 3, so went up 5 places. Chen Long, he went up from 12 to enter the top 10. He's at number 8 at the moment, but of course things will all change as far as the Super Series standings are concerned following this week in Tokyo. Updated after each and every Super Series tournament. Oh yeah, ow, hang on. Somehow got left behind, young mascot. Chong Wei, 5 times champion here of the Japan Open, 7 finals in the last 9 years, trying to make it 8 finals in 10 years. What a player he has been, and what a player he still is.
Marc Zwiebler of Germany. The umpire is Stefan Bennett of France.
Our court officials also been introduced to the fans.
And the service judge is Lee Chun-hee of China.
That's a nice touch from Marc Zwiebler. It's both the youngsters, gives them the high fives. Yeah, and that's nice as well. Great sportsmanship between these 2 players. Chong Wei, desperately disappointing for him at the Olympic Games, a 3rd consecutive Olympic silver medal. 33 years of age, so he'll turn 34 next month. Born in Georgetown, Penang, and he is the world #1. Won this title in 2007, 2010, 2012, 13 and 14. Last year, he had to qualify and lost in the 2nd round to the man who was then the Olympic champion, Lin Dan. Now, as far as his matches are concerned, well, the 1st round match was a repeat of the final here in 2012, beat Boonsak Ponsana in 2 straight games. Then in the second round against a player who was promoted from the qualifying, Xiao Bin, and then in the quarterfinal against the qualifier, Shi Yuqi. So to the left-hander, Marc Zwiebler, a year younger than his opponent, born in Bonn in Germany. A little over 6 foot tall. His last Super Series semi-final was over a year ago, 14.5 months ago at the Indonesia Premier Super Series. This is by far his best result here at the Yonex Open Japan, because prior to this year, his best had been 2 second-round losses in 2013 and 14. Well, looking at his results through to today's semi-final, quarter-final was against the number 8 seed. It's not actually showing the number 8 seed, but Srikanth Kidambi. That was a marathon match. Having come back from losing the opening game, 21-19 in the decider. Really was very, very physical indeed. So this, the 13th meeting between the two players. Look away if you're a German fan, because you won't be happy with that. Because Marc Zwiebler has never beaten Chong Wei during their 12 previous encounters. In fact, it's only once been to 3 games. That was in the World Championships of 2015. Stefan René of France, our umpire.
Marc Zwiebler, Germany. And on my left, Chong Wei, Malaysia. Chong Wei to serve. Double. Play. Club.
Well, I can't help but wonder in my own mind about Marc Zwiebler's recovery after that marathon, very physical quarterfinal yesterday against Srikanth Kidambi. His whole style of play, he's such a hard worker on court. At every point he wins, you know he's worked extremely hard for it. And therefore his recovery tends to be a little longer than other players who've got lots of winning shots, lots of weapons as we call them, and can hit winners from any corner of the court. This is not his style. He is very much a worker. So it'll be interesting to see if he is fully recovered. Chong Wei, I only got glimpses of his match yesterday against the gold medalist from the Youth Olympic Games in Nanjing 2 years ago, Shi Yuqi.
3-1.
Really looked to be on cruise control. Oh my goodness me. That's a nice little touch, a little congratulating pat on Chong Wei's rear end after he played that wonderful shot.
Service over.
He repays the compliment with a
2-1.
net court of his own, Marc Zwiebler.
Three, four. Service over. 5-3.
So smooth with his movement, isn't he? Chong Wei just seems to glide around the court. Oh, that's landed well in. Where on earth was Marc Zwiebler's spatial awareness there?
6-3.
It's weighing. Missed it. Yeah, there was a good body smash earlier on in that rally from Marc Zwiebler, and he didn't really follow up on it. Got Chong Wei in a bit of a tangle. Really needed to be committed coming forward, the German. It's a great lift. Oh, I don't believe it. Well, how on earth did he get that back? Chong Wei, look at this. Look at that. Well, that's absolutely extraordinary. Lost the point anyway, but look at this backhand. How on earth did he control that? That's amazing.
Service over. 7-5.
Yeah, it's just long. It's good judgment from Chong Wei.
8-5.
Chong Wei not only looking for an 8th final here at the Yonex Open Japan, he's looking for a 61st Super Series tournament final. He holds the record as the most number of Super Series titles won, with 43, and with the retirement of Yu Yang, Zhao Yunlei, both on 42. And rumour has it that after the Korean Open next week, Lee Yongdae will cease international competition as well. He's also on 42. Won't get much control with that one.
Okay, we go. Maybe go.
So just tries out the new racket. Very much courtesy amongst the players.
Play.
Good work from the left-handed Zwiebler.
7, 9.
I just get the impression Lee Chong Wei is toying with him at the moment. Hasn't really started to inject any pace in the rallies as yet. Well, I was talking about the fact that the last Super Series semi-final he was in was Indonesia of last year, so well over a year ago. He has actually been in a couple of finals as Marc Zwiebler. 2009 Denmark, and then the 2013 Indonesia.
10, 7.
It's a long rally, isn't it? Oh, delightful. Yeah, really looks in control, doesn't he? I think he can go to a couple more gears. Lee Chong Wei. Look at that. Disguise, control. Look at the movement. Absolutely on balance as he lands, moving back towards the base position.
Clock 1, 20 seconds. Clock 1, 20 seconds.
Yeah. Puzzled look on the face of Marc Zwiebler. Oh, I've tried 12 times before and never been able to beat him, he says. I'm trying things today. Doesn't seem to be working either. Well, one thing's for certain. As long as he's physically able, Marc Zwiebler will not give up. He is a great fighter.
Seven. Service over. 8, 12. Nine, 12. Service over.
Yeah, it's just a delightful block.
9.
Makes it look so easy. But Marc Zwiebler, having played deep in his backhand quarter, having to move the full diagonal of the court, it's the longest distance to run. Just couldn't get there in time. Yeah, that's a sign that he's running out of ideas.
14, 9.
They're going for winners that really aren't on. Yeah, his coach trying to urge him on. Yeah, exactly the same tactic from Chong Wei. The little hold and flick deep into the backhand corner there.
9.
Then plays quickly across court towards the forehand side of the left-hander. Once again, it wins the point.
What? 16, 9. Service over. 10, 16.
Yeah. Well played from Zwiebler.
11, 16. Marc?
Yeah, was awfully careful not to take the shuttle before it had crossed over the line of the net. Oh my goodness.
Service over. 17, 11.
Oh. Even a little bit of a huff and a puff couldn't get it over.
Service over. 12, 17. Thirteen, 17.
Oh, look at that defence. Yeah, once again, Marc Zwiebler working so hard.
18, 13.
And that was a little bit of a desperation attempt, wasn't it?
We go, man. Marc? Service over.
Well, he even got back the net cord, did Lee Chong Wei early on in that rally.
14, 18.
That one. But he couldn't get that. No, that was a tired-looking shot to make from Zwiebler.
14.
Oh, challenge that. Absolutely, that looked wide to me.
Challenges. Called in.
Well, Hawkeye using their tracking system for the first time. Used to have... Oh, well, I think it's in.
Challenge and
The line
successful.
judge was right.
Marc Zwiebler, one challenge remaining. 20. Game point. 14.
Game point opportunities then to Lee Chong Wei. Dispatched with ease. 21-14.
21-14.
Just 20 minutes needed for that opening game. 21-14. And Lee Chong Wei, I think, has got a couple of extra gears he could go to yet. And that's ominous for the left-handed former European champion Marc Zwiebler.
Denk dran, das Neutralisieren halt. Schnell und dann wieder vor.
Ja, von der Seite dürfte es eigentlich besser sein, weil er mir da hinten nicht so reinschießen kann. Ich komm so schnell an mir vorbei.
Ja.
Und immer so.
Ja, und da fühle ich auch.
Und ich wiederum muss die Clear so langsam und hoch spielen, dass dann. Egal, ich muss jetzt halt Netz gewinnen.
Genau, aber Treffpunkt am Netz nicht gut. Schau, dass du oben dran bist weiter. Und dann probier auch ab und zu.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game, level, play.
So I wonder what instructions have been given to Marc Zwiebler. Oh dear, dear me, I didn't like that. He didn't like that. And that's more than a graze. I think he twisted his knee. Well, he's had his fair share of injuries, has Marc Zwiebler. In August 2006, underwent emergency back surgery. him out for 18 months. We don't need any more injuries.
Two, love. Mark.
Well, I can tell you that Marc Zwiebler, once again looking at his knee, well, he did take all the skin off of his knee during his quarter-final yesterday. I wonder if he's just opened up the wound again.
Service over.
Oh, that's a nice net shot there.
1, 2.
Just guiding it across court into the open space. Look at that, that's delightful.
Mark, let's go.
Oh my goodness, indecision costing him dear. He's going to leave it by the time he realised that he really ought to be playing it. It was far too late. Now, what's the umpire going to say? Feels he's taking too long in between rallies.
Oh. 5-1.
Well, these are the sort of winners that Marc Zwiebler doesn't possess. Can't suddenly injection of pace of movement and pace of shot. Just simply doesn't have it. Mind you, there's not many players in the world that has that quality in equal terms to Chong Wei. Oh, he ran out of steam in the end. Marc Zwiebler. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the longest rally of the match so far.
Thank you.
38 shots. It is indeed the longest of the match so far. This is just slipping away from Marc Zwiebler now. He just doesn't have any other ideas. What do you do next? He's missed another one.
9-1.
Well, I do apologise if you caught that audible obscenity. Just in the heat of the moment, player getting a little bit cross with himself.
Service over. 2-9.
Yeah, there's a lot of muttering going on from Zwiebler at the moment. Yes, well taken.
3-9.
It's overdone it.
4-9. Five, 9.
Oh, he's
6,
right back
9.
in this game now, Marc Zwiebler. Thanks largely to a couple of unforced errors, like that last one from Chong Wei. Good judgment.
Service
Lets
over.
it drop long. He's really
10,
developed this lovely
6.
backhand defensive shot, Chong Wei. Yeah, it was clearly long. Where he blocks cross court. Oh my goodness.
11, 6.
Yeah, will be
Interval.
frustrated by that, will Marc Zwiebler. Chong Wei, dive defence, stayed in the dive position as he watched it and made sure it went back over. Here we go, look at this. I'll just watch, watch, watch. Oh, it's gone over. I better get up and play on. Extraordinary.
Itu kalau sudah sama-sama menang, itu bola kapan bagus. Iya. Itu saya lihat gitu dia sabar. Itu tadi kapal itu sekarang sedikit kena. Dia sebenarnya dia hari ini sebenarnya bukan kuat tuh. Dia sentuh macam itu.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Coach Hendrowan.
Eleven, 6. Play. 12, 6.
Yes, good smash. Oh, good disguise. Yeah.
Service over. 7, 12.
Oh my goodness, didn't Zwiebler have to work hard for that point? Careless return of serve.
12.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
9, 12.
8 of the last 11 points going to this man, Marc Zwiebler.
Service over. 13, 9. Service over. 10, 13.
Yes, clever. I like that. A good use of the body smash.
13.
Didn't know whether to defend forehand or backhand. Fault was called on Marc Zwiebler.
Service over. 14, 11.
That's careless.
15, 11. Service over.
My goodness me, that would have been
12,
outrageous.
15.
Landed on the top of the tape. Look at this. But falls back the Malaysian side. Oof, if that had gone over.
Service over. 16, 12. Service over. 13-16.
Hasn't been that focused today, Lee Chong Wei, but then he hasn't really needed to be. I've always had the sense that he's just doing enough to keep in front and win the match.
Service over. 17-13.
It's going wide. Yeah.
Service over. 14-17.
Thank you.
40 minutes into this match.
Service over.
So desperate to try and find the
18,
lines, because he
14.
knows anything other than that, his opponent's going to retrieve it. And trying to find the lines, he's making errors.
Nineteen, 14.
Yeah, it was clearly long. 2 points away from an 8th final in 10 years for Lee Chong Wei. Although this is his 15th appearance, but I'm talking about
15,
the last 10 years, if you
19.
include this year. Because he's already had 7 finals in the last 9 years. It's going to go long, and therefore match point opportunities. 5 of them to be precise.
15.
Doesn't even bother to watch it land. Knows it was going wide. Yeah. Lovely sportsmanship at the end of the match. 2 straight games, and Lee Chong Wei will tomorrow contest his 8th final in the last 10 years here at the Yonex Open Japan. 21-14, 21-15, the margin of his victory against the former European champion Marc Zwiebler of Germany. 42 minutes in total for his victory. And he will be very satisfied with that. It was always going to be a tall order for Marc Zwiebler. Now 13 consecutive losses to Lee Chong Wei. Players chat as they leave the court. The Malaysian fans start celebrating. Once again, confirmation of the score, 21-14, 21-15. So after the men's singles, we can now turn our attention to women's singles, and a former champion, Akane Yamaguchi, who won this title as a qualifier 3 years ago. As a 16-year-old, she's up against Sun Yu, who's been in tremendous form this year.